My name is Jill Ibeck. I'm the Chief Information Technology Officer at Jeffco Public Schools in Colorado. We are located in the Denver metropolitan area, and we have about 70,000 students. We have 14,000 employees, and we have a large community. We work with multiple municipalities, police departments. Jefferson County is just west of Denver. I often like to introduce us as, if you've been to a concert at Red Rocks, you've been to Jefferson County. If you've flown into the Denver airport and you have made your way up to the ski resorts, you've driven right through Jefferson County. Very proud to be in this position and be here today. Today, there's been a theme that I've already heard from the Clever team, which is all about partnership. And so often, some of the school districts that I interact with, or even on my own team, see the work that we do with companies like Clever, Khan Academy, Kahoot, things like that. They see them as vendors. And I often stop them right there and talk about what true partnership really is. And so I think true partnership, understanding what that is between whether it's whomever we're working with, and I think also having really good integration from a strategic perspective with some type of customer service manager role. That CSM role is really, really key to being able to get the features out of the products that we are using and to be able to have input into research and development and design of features that are coming for those products as well. If I had to mandate one non-negotiable security requirement, it would be a strong data privacy agreement, or DPA, that goes along with our purchasing parameters, which also has risk, legal compliance built into that process overall. The second way that I would answer that would be making sure that not only compliance is there, also built into that procurement process, but making sure that it works with our Active Directory parameters, such as single sign-on, making sure we know who is there. We have multi-factor authentication turned on, and we're able to sign people out too. That's called single sign-off. And so we often get into conversations during a procurement process about both of those features, and it's something that we work closely with our partners on. What our partners do to help us achieve high adoption from our tools is they pay attention to us. And so I'm going to go back to talking about our integration with our partner. That customer success manager, or whatever the equivalent role might be at the company that we're working with, or a partner that we're working with, it's so integral that they are meeting with us. They're spending time with us. They're understanding our strategic plan. They're going out to our website and just understanding who we are. Sometimes it's showing up to a board meeting, a community meeting. It means a lot when our partners show up and they're there with us. If they can get to know us, we can get to know them, and it feels like we're sharing in success of student learning. What partners should avoid doing largely is just seeing us as somebody who uses their product. It's important what we do. We serve kids. We make sure that kids are learning alongside our curriculum, instruction, materials, and not paying attention to those things is really an early recipe for disaster when it comes to a partnership. So just getting that integration, understanding one another, spending time together, working with different parts of the partnership, not just the CSM, for example, but the entire team overall. And so just keeping that connection tight is really, really important, and something that we need to keep in order to maintain that partnership going forward. As budgets tighten, as a matter of fact, this is good timing for us. We are in the middle of budget cuts. We are getting ready to cut $60 million out of our budget. So as we've been through the exercise to understand what we could cut, we look at things like adoption. We look at things like usage data. We look at things like, does this EdTech tool that's being rostered for this group of students actually fit into the curriculum and instruction? Is it our core curriculum and instruction? So we're looking at all of those things. Our parents, our board members are interested in how we're using our tax dollars, of course. And so working with a company like Clever and the partners that are here, it's really important that we are getting the right materials to the right students at the right time. New vendors that are starting to get into the K-12 or education market would be to really understand the industry. I think it's a broken record when I talk to other CIOs and CTOs, but we are different. What we need is different. And the way that Sometimes product teams work is very much product specific, feature specific. What's important to know with K-12 is not only how the product is used and what features are needed there, but how it impacts students. Actual hands on the keyboards in the room with the students and the teachers understanding what's happening there. So the advice that I would give to people trying to break into education, especially K-12, would largely be to get your hands in the dirt, visit some schools, talk to some principals. Don't just talk to the folks who are going to make the decision about whether or not we procure a product, but actually get to know the school district and what it is.